Hello friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about the NEET Impersonation Scam. So let us first see what is the current affair. Recently a NEET examination scam was brought out and the exposure of the NEET examination scam was made recently in a government medical college in Tamil Nadu in the Theni district of Tamil Nadu. So what happened was that a couple of mails were sent to the administrators of Theni Government Medical College, which is in the state of Tamil Nadu, and this letters had far-reaching consequences in the sense that certain scams related to impersonation in the NEET examination was made out to the public. So what is meant by impersonation? This is the first question. Now, impersonation means that one person is appearing for an examination or any other thing, any other matter. So one person is representing another person. Now, for example, if person A wants to give an examination, but person B appears for the examination, this is called impersonation, which means that one person is representing another one illegally. So this is impersonation. So the scam of impersonation was made out to the public recently, and this started with certain letters, certain mails that were sent to the administrators of Theni Government Medical College in Tamil Nadu. Now let us see what really happened. What is the story? A student in the Theni Medical College, which is in Tamil Nadu, had gained his seat through impersonation, that is, using some other person to appear for the NEET examination. And through the method of impersonation, this student had gained a medical admission or a medical seat in government college in Theni district of Tamil Nadu. As the investigation started against the student, it was found out that this was not just one single incident. A lot of other students has also used the same method of impersonation in order to gain certain medical seats in some government medical colleges. Now, also it was found out that it is not only in government medical colleges but also in private medical colleges this has happened. Followed by this, a number of students and their parents were also investigated by the investigation team, and the investigation team found out that there is a possibility for impersonation fraud for the NEET examination. So this is not just a single incident, but various other incidents are also doubted or are expected by the investigating. Now, what was the purpose of the investigation? The investigation was conducted in order to find out whether students have used a middleman, that is another person, in order to appear for the medical examination and give the medical test. And this middleman, the other person, in most of the cases, the investigation team found out that these middlemen were medical students. So those who are already into the medical colleges, those medical students, they appeared for certain students in the NEET examination. Now, how did this happen? What was the method that was adopted? So, how did this happen? First step, the photos, while submitting the photos for the NEET examination, what would be done? The photos of the impersonator, that is the person, the middleman who is appearing instead of the original student. The photos of the impersonator would be submitted for the examinations and also for the single window counseling for the admissions. So this is the first step. And secondly, while submitting the application in the medical colleges, the original student's photo and all other documents are submitted to the allotted college. So in the application to the allotted college, the original photograph of the student would be submitted, but while appearing for the NEET examination, the application of the NEET, this carried the photographs of the impersonator or the middleman. So this was the method that was adopted. Now, further investigation was conducted by the investigating team, and they found out that this not only happened with government medical colleges but also in case of private medical colleges this has happened. Now, the investigation, regarding investigation, the investigation charge is with the CBCID. Now, CBCID is the crime related investigation branch of the Tamil Nadu police. So CBCID is in Tamil Nadu and they are tasked with the investigation of this case. And they also doubt that this is not just an incident in Tamil Nadu, but this is a multi-state operation. Now, multi-state operation means that this impersonation scam has happened in other states of the country as well. This is not just the case with Tamil Nadu. So, this is the finding of the CBCID, who are responsible for the investigation of this case. Now, when we come to the larger picture, it is very clear that a very serious fraud has happened. So, the impersonation scam, this is a fraudulent activity. This scam has really happened, and it also shows that there are serious lapses in the procedures and the processes. So the procedure of conducting the examination, the process of conducting the examination and getting admission in the medical colleges. So the procedure and the processes of this examination and finally getting an admission in these medical colleges, there are serious lapses, and this lapses are because of improper planning and implementation of these procedures. So these lapses are actually exploited by the students and also the parents. This is because the parents and the students are eager to get a medical seat, and they will go any extent to get a medical seat. So the exploitation has happened, and this also throws light into the lapses or the loopholes in the system itself. Now, what is the way ahead, or what has to be done? Now, when we come to the objective of the NEET examination, the objective is to conduct a standardized testing for admission into the medical colleges. To conduct a standardized testing. So, by conducting a standardized testing, it means that a minimum quality should be ensured for getting an admission in the medical colleges. So, a minimum quality should be ensured by conducting a standardized testing. Here, what is important is that the lapses or the loopholes that exist in the present system, in the procedures, in the processes, this shows that the government, the policy makers, the implementing authority is not highly responsible or committed to the objective of conducting a standardized testing and ensure a minimum quality of the students for getting a seat in the medical colleges or a medical admission. So this is the first thing. So what is the way ahead here? So government and the planners and the implementators should ensure that there are no lapses, and the NEET examination, which is the basic minimum qualifying examination, should be conducted in a free and fair manner. Now, a very important fact related to this examination, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare plus the NTA, National Testing Agency. These are the agencies which conducts this examination. This is a very important fact for your examination. NTA is National Testing Agency, which conducts competitive examination. That means entrance examination to various medical courses. So, this is a very, very important fact. Now, next one, the government, the authorities, the NTA, the ministry, all should adopt a zero tolerance to such attempts. This is because the integrity of the test itself is in question when such type of scams are brought out to the public. So, the government, the agencies should not allow the general public to get frustrated with the quality of the test. So, government and the agency should be able to convince to the public that the test is conducted in a fair manner, and thereby ensure that minimum quality is ensured for entrance or for a medical seat. Now, thirdly, they must immediately set their energies to identify gaps in the existing system. So here the agency, NTA plus the ministry, they should completely focus on identifying the gaps, the loopholes, the lapses. Now, when we take the present case, what we understand is that it is only because there are certain gaps, loopholes and certain lapses that this has happened. So, they should identify the gaps and fill the gaps effectively. Now, fourthly, the agencies and the ministry should ensure that a foolproof testing methodology is in place. This is to ensure that no fraudulent activity can be taken place. This will imbibe confidence of the public. The public will become confident about the transparency and the conduct of this examination. So, government and the agencies should ensure a foolproof testing methodology. Now, very importantly, the use of biometrics can be highly utilized in order to identify the students. Now, if we see what were the methods adopted by the students, for the NEET examination, they have given the photos of the impersonator or the middleman. Now, while giving photos for the admission to the medical colleges, to the selected colleges, they have given their own original photo. So, this mismatch can be easily identified and rectified if biometrics were used. So, the use of biometrics in order to identify the students is a very important task. Now, this is the era of Aadhaar. Everything is related or everything is connected to Aadhaar. The Supreme Court itself has upheld the constitutionality of Aadhaar. Also, 91% of the Indian citizens are registered with Aadhaar according to the government data. So, the biometrics can be easily used in order to identify the students. So, this will also help in digitalization, and digitalization will help in achieving more accuracy. So the use of biometrics will bring in checks and balances in the system. So these are all what the government, the agencies, the authority can do. Apart from that, the parents and the students, they also have their own tasks to perform. They should ensure that they become rational and do not involve in such fraudulent activities. Now, when we talk about the demand supply of the medical seats, we see that the number of seats, that is, a supply is limited. So, the number of MBBS seats that are available is limited, whereas the demand for the MBBS seats are increasing. So, definitely there are every chances that when supply is less and demand is high, such type of fraudulent activities can take place, and also the role of money and muscle power can also increase. So the government should take adequate steps in order to ensure that the fraudulent activities or the influence of money does not play a role here, and ensure that the seats are given to the most eligible students. Now let us discuss about the NEET examination and certain important facts about the NEET examination. Now, NEET examination, NEET stands for National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. So it is National Eligibility Cum Entrance Examination or Entrance Test. And this is a single entrance examination for courses like MBBS, which is the undergraduate course, and also postgraduate courses like MD, MS, etc. throughout the country. So this is a single examination, single entrance examination conducted throughout the country. Now, the NEET examination, it is applicable for both government medical colleges as well as private medical colleges. Now, what are the advantages of NEET examination? Since this is a single examination, this examination is common and uniform platform for the medical students or students who would like to go for medical courses, and this will bring in uniformity throughout the country because this is a single examination. So whether if a student wants to go for MBBS, which is the undergraduate course, BDS, which is the dental course, or postgraduate courses across the country, this is the single examination. Now, secondly, there is no change in the syllabus across the country. Therefore, the uniform syllabus is ensured. So, competition becomes a level playing field for everyone. Now, thirdly, this is also a check for the corruption. So this checks corruption associated with the donations or the influence of money, etc. Now, fourth advantage is the convenience of the students itself. This is because a student can appear for a single examination and apply across the country. In any state, the student can apply for a medical seat. So this facilitates the mobility of the student across the regions. So these are the advantages of NEET examination. I hope you have some understanding about the NEET examination now. Very important. Certain facts are very important. You can find the PDF of this lecture on our website www.studyiq.com. You can also follow my Facebook page for more video updates. You can write to me at joyce.studyiq@gmail.com for any of your queries and clarification. Thank you.